All right. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so basically anything I say at these videos, I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Jumping back in on the live. I'm trying to log into a couple things here on my laptop as well. So, some opinions on Roaring Kitty. I've been kind of going in and out of his Twitter. A lot of movie clips. Leads me to believe that his next possible play. I'm not saying this is for sure, but in my opinion, it's definitely looking like, I don't know. There's just a lot of movie clips. So movies, AMC goes hand in hand. Could this be his next move? We don't know. I think he really can't say a lot because he's made so much money and he's got to be kind of careful. You can kind of see. So maybe that's why he's just posting video clips. Um, so just a little something I'm looking at. I think um, for some reason, in my opinion, I believe Roaring Kitty is going to be aiming towards AMC. He could still be GME, but it just seems with all the movie clips, type of things he's the cryptic messages. To me, it feels movie-ish. Could be wrong, but it's just what I'm gathering from it. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Just my thoughts on it. Um, Trying to log into a few things here. Um, the float has been traded already, halted a million times. I think earlier I was talking about 16 halts. Not I think I misspoke. I didn't mean it was just AMC. I believe that was combined. But at this point, I don't know. I want to say AMC itself has had 16 halts in the day. Normally, there's a few minutes in between a halt. I think there was one earlier for sure. I believe it was. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say it was like 30 seconds between halts. So if that doesn't kind of give you indications of what's going on over there on that side, you know. Sorry, my internet is. This laptop hasn't been here for a while. I usually keep it at home, or I don't keep it on home on purpose. I usually just forget it. So I'm trying to connect to the wireless here, which is for some reason today my internet at the shop is trash. I'm having all sorts of issues with my internet. So if I'm fuzzy or whatever, it's because I'm going off my cell phone service internet on my phone. Um, I have a hard line here, a fiber connection, and it is giving me all sorts of troubles. So right now we're trading at $6.98. Um, I do think we're gonna have a little bit of upswing coming in. Obviously, it's probably gonna be halted again. This is how it's looking. Um, it's been kind of funky today, man, for sure. But definitely interesting time we're in right now because if you look at any squeeze, there's kind of like a pop, a drop, and then a ramp up. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say for certain. But any squeeze play I've been in, I've kind of noticed volatility like this. Um, you're kind of suspended in air, like I said earlier. You're just kind of waiting in like anticipation, excitement, anxiety, fear. Um, Uncertainty, but also conviction and where you're going to go. And it's just all tied up into a big bundle of this, especially when you're dealing with money. And yeah, man, I'm just not getting a connection for some reason here. Sorry, I'm trying to. My connection is starting to come in now. My connection, for some reason, has been very. Like I said, I got a new connection here. Things were working out good. Um, but I just can't get a connection on my laptop for some reason. All right. Well, it's letting me now. I'm moving, so I'm into Market Watch. It's letting me go into Market Watch, but I can't get into my Ortex charts, which I like those charts. But looking at Market Watch, $7.15 is where we're sitting. Um, which is funny because now it seems like, oh, we should be higher than that. But last night I was like, oh my god, if we get to $7, it's insane. So we're a lot. We're in a crazy time right now because we're starting to expect like, oh, we're gonna hit the squeeze right now, right here, right now. There's things you got to account for that the cat system, if you believe that that's going to cause a squeeze, is being implemented soon. Could they be trying to pump fake people out, getting people, hyped, and then just kind of like, oh man, it's never going to happen. That's it. It's very possible that that's something that's happening. Um, oops. So, I mean, there's several things that could be happening here. Um, but all in all, oops, let's change the color of that. I'm also doing some little work I do. I do graduation signs and shit. So I have a customer. But yeah, um, yeah, man, I'm having issues for some reason. The Ortex here. Anyone else able to get into their Ortex? Or is it just me? 7:15 again. Did we halt again? Let me know in the comments if it halted again because it's not showing me here. I'd like to know how many halts we've had today. Come on. My internet's just kind of going in and out. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, it's not showing me anything here. But I want to say we're around 15, 16 halts just in AMC. Earlier I was talking about 16 halts. I meant like AMC and GME combined in the day. Now, I mean, it looks like we're halted again just because there's no movement on it. Either that or my internet's just gone out. So all day is halt. Today's halt day. That's why I said Halt Lake City. Um, crazy. Here we are. Anyway, I got my speaker and things going crazy out there, man. I'll go check out my computer out here. I've got my system and everything running, and everything. My internet's just crazy today. It's crazy too because I got good weather out here. Shouldn't have any issues. So don't mind me. I'm trying to figure out my internet as we go here. It was normally doesn't give me this type of issue even when I was having a different internet service. I got a new company, new internet service. Everything was running fine. I hadn't had no issues. Connected. Let's clear that. Let's open up this. I apologize. 1 second here, guys. Let's see. My internet's being halted right now, apparently. All right, there we go. So my internet's working up here now. Let me see what I got going on with my laptop. Anyways, yeah, all day halted. It's been rough. It's been a crazy day. Actually, I wouldn't even say rough. It's been a positive day. Things are good. We're up. Kind of see things whipping out of control. There's gonna be a lot of FUD, a lot of things trying to get you out of this play. A lot of people talking smack to me, trying to get me out of making videos. So, there's just a lot of things going on right now. There's going to be a lot of. I haven't looked at any other plays right now. I'm really, to be honest, really just mainly focused on AMC and GME. If there's something that really catches my eye, then I would jump. But at this point, I don't want to sidetrack myself from this. What I've been looking at for as long as I have been, I guess. We're up to 752. It's jumping upward again. I mean, anytime it's unhalted, it just starts going upwards. So, it's going down. It's going down. It's going up. Stock market. That's how it works. So, Another thing to consider is it's kind of hard because a lot of us buy, yeah, fake YouTubers are telling people to sell and buy back in. It's hard because you can't tell people what to do. I can't tell anyone to buy, sell, or hold. But for me personally, I'm keeping my OG shares. In my opinion, that would help. People who are shorting or people who are bearish on the mark on this any play you're in, not just this play. That's more of a play if you're bearish, in my opinion, to sell your old shares. And then plus you got to look at this thing does. Let's just say it does squeeze out of nowhere. You are going to have the fact that long, if you're long, you've been holding some for the capital gains taxes. If you're long on it, your taxes are going to be way less. Short capital terms, can't speak right now. Short term capital gains tax is much higher. So if you do buy in and out, you really got to account for that at the end of the year. Um, just I would be careful who you listen to, even myself. Don't take my word for anything. Fact check everything, back up everything. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I think paradox. What's up, man? By the way, I think that's what happens. I think we learn. We all got to learn the hard way. I've done it before in my time. I've done things that it's experience. Once you've been in the market long enough, you kind of realize, okay, I look at it this way, and this old Warren Buffett quote: "If you're not willing to hold a stock for 10 years or more, then you shouldn't even really invest into it because that means you're not going to be able to handle the ups and downs." So, you know, I wouldn't say that all my investments I follow that rule of thumb, but I would say more like nine out of well, let's say 8 out of 10 of my I don't know the actual math. 8 out of 10 of my stocks I would be willing to hold for a decade. There's some that, of course, we're just in and out. Spaz 83. So I'm talking about AMC, GME, what's going on right now. Um, just kind of tying it in with an old quote. Like obviously, a lot of people are here for a short squeeze or a quick come up. A lot of people have told me I'm crazy because I've held it for so long, and I'm willing to hold it through these ups and downs, and that's why I'm saying, I would be willing to hold this play even without a squeeze or anything because I like the play. I think it's fundamentally undervalued, et cetera, et cetera. I just like the stock. I like the company. I like where they're going. Um, but I do believe that there is some things going on that would cause a squeeze. But you know, obviously I can't guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So, just my opinions. Yeah, and it's been well, that's how it is. If you've been holding that long, yeah, there's excitement right now, but it could fizzle, and they can turn it against us and this and that. But I do think right now there's one of two things going on. One of two things. Um, or one thing could be it's a head fake, just a big head fake trying to get everyone in, and then okay, that's it, it's over, sell. But if that was their play, I think what might have blown up in their face is just the fact that so many people are in on it now. It's in the news, Roaring Kitty, um, FOMO, so close to the cat system. Um, been watching my videos that can actually chat because I'm homesick. Man, I hope you get better. Um, Well, you probably feel a lot better if this thing got up to like $300-400 a share. Getting up real quick. Oh, I feel good. um, that's why I keep saying too with this actual play. If we reach over $100, this I'm closing my store up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put a sign up back later. Yeah, exactly. I was expecting the head fake too. Honest to God, like I don't know if I'm just tainted. I just believe that this, is gonna take a lot longer. But I do think that combination, and maybe that's what he was waiting for. Maybe he said, "Damn, I know it's a head fake, but right now is the time where they're letting it run a little bit. If I come out and say something, and it's crazy how the news outlets and stuff ran with that too. So it's very similar to when GME ran. No guarantees, like I said. Not a financial advisor, but sitting at $7.17. Obviously, we got a little spoiled this morning, hitting like 11, $12, and I was like, oh my god. Um, it's just at $7. Just think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago when people were commenting on my page about this play's dead, it's going to $1, and then reverse split, and then bankrupt, da 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 da, all that stuff. I guarantee these same people are working on the things they're going to say next, though. So they're not done. They'll come back and have some fun to say. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, looks like they haven't been as tight today, but volume is huge. Bollinger Bands look like they're going to be tightening up again right now, to be honest, here in the next couple minutes. I just think it's insane where we're at right now. But I really, I feel good. The positivity is great, but I'll definitely feel a lot more excited when we hit like let's get us up to 30, 40, start getting exciting. Starting to get to 100, I'm shut it down. I'm just like cancel little league games. One of the other parents is gonna have to coach. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Priorities. That's the hard part. Is the last 2 days I've been like sucked into this, and my wife's probably looking at me like, "Dude, where are you at?" They'll thank me once we get paid. Another halt at 7:15 again. Weird. Paradox says, "Yeah, it was crazy. It's the number." Um, nice. I'm glad you got that little profit. That 500. That's not little. I don't mean to say it like that. I'm glad you got that profit, Spaz 83. That's one thing I will say. I've had no excuses. I should have learned a lot more on calls and options and all that, but I've just been dragging my feet on it. I've kind of slowly been dipping in, and I have not messed with calls or options, and I really need to. I know I do. But I do. I've done a couple here and there. I've basically a losing record at calls right now for sure. Um, but if I would have followed my instinct, which I always say to do, obviously my page instinctual trades, I would have had a nice little come up this week. But I didn't. So there's a lot of fun, man. I don't know, man. Like on Facebook, some of the groups I'm in, it's just crazy. If you post about AMC, you're just getting jumped and attacked. Facebook seems to be really bad for that. There's a couple of groups and they're specific for AMC or AMC and GME combined. Um, that definitely have either been influenced to where people are just like completely like I don't know why they would change their mind completely like this, or it's just shills or trolls. But it's crazy because just seeing how people are talking about it, especially when it's on a run, it's like, well, that's it, get out, you know. Oh man, let's see what we got going on. Yeah, it's still just chilling at that 7:15, huh? I don't know how many halts that is for a day, but that's got to be a record even for AMC. That's insane. Like I've never seen that many halts as far as I've been in this play. I don't think I've seen that. Appreciate it, Spaz. He said, yes, I have a lot of respect for you and others who put themselves out there, agree with them or not. Yeah, I'll take a lot of heat. Yeah, and it's the thing, man. People are going to come at us. And, there's been points in my time where I've been like, man, maybe I should just chill and jump out. Um, but really, literally, when I started this page, I talked about, I don't talk to a lot of people about this specific play in person. I really don't hang out with people. I hang out with my wife and kids, and they don't want to hear about it. I think my teenagers is like the only one that, oh, cool, dad, yeah. But I could tell at this point, he's like, oh, okay. He doesn't know anything about Roaring Kitty or anything like that. So he's like, oh, what did Kitty Paws say? Kitty Paws. It's Roaring Kitty. Anyway, so they're sick of it, man. I've got a couple people now that I know that have been in the market, but they kind of gave me shit for a long time about being in GME and AMC. Within the last few months, have joined and jumped into it, but I don't know how deep they're going to be. Also, another thing, another factor into this is this fundamentally We know that the stock's running here and there, but for me, I buy AMC popcorn whenever I can. I don't have an AMC theater in my area, but whenever I go to a town or city where there is one, I try to go in. I buy gift cards. So, if you have an investment in it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to support your investment once in a while. My thoughts. This all started kind of, a lot of things started kind of triggering though. I noticed around the time that, um, I guess Donald Trump and that side from DJT started bringing up shorts, and then the cat system coming up. All that was just like a combination of these things have, I don't know if that has anything to do with why we're running, but um, someone messaged me and said that hedge funds are being investigated. To see that, I don't know where that's coming from though. Hmm. I'm not seeing anything. Anyways, has anyone gone to X, Twitter, and looked at Roaring Kitty's posts at all? I think he has a lot of movie clips. It really leads me to believe that he is definitely. Spaz says, I'm so confused where we are on the cat system. Is it a definite thing or is it on hold till Kennywood's done? Um, it's kind of hard for me to even answer that one. I've looked into it a little bit, but I will say, from what I know, it's still a go. They're trying. There was Congress or someone in the Congress. I don't know. Obviously, I can't say everyone, but I believe someone in Congress is trying to put a yield to it, and they pushed that aside. So it looks like everything's still a go, and I believe partial part of me believes that might be what this is, a head fake trying to get people out before that happens. Doesn't mean they're not going to stop. They're going to fight this thing to the very end. So, in my opinion, my non-professional opinion. um, Michael Calhoun, Halt Lake City. That's why we're running like these Stockton to Malones. Yeah, we just need to hit them with a slam dunk at the end. Remember this one where he hand behind his back, bam. Back in the day, we thought that was the coldest slam dunk too. then later in life, remember the Sonics? Seattle Supersonics. Sean Kemp said, or was it, oh no, that wasn't the Sonics. That was D Brown and the Celtics. I'm dating myself, man, age wise now. Yeah, I cannot get into my Ortex. Don't know why. It just says server error. Making me feel old. My age is making me feel old, man. All right, AMC is obviously unhalted, so unhalted. We're back down to 689. Uh, Carl Malone in your face. They both played Seattle. Yep. I remember, but the mailman, if he had an open dunk, that hand was coming back here. That's old school. Stockton had them short shorts. He was there. See, I come from the era where short shorts were not very accepted. They weren't cool, man. And John Stockton was, he would been in style now. My son be shopping for shorts, and he's like, I need something that shows my thigh. What? What you need to show your thigh for, man? We are men. It's all good. It's a style thing. I kind of fell into it too, man. I can't be wearing shorts that hang down to my ankles nowadays. It's got to be but I'm not going above my knee. It's got to be like at the knee. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of shorts, someone said that they're being investigated. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I'm old school. I'll be 40 in July. I'm 42, man. Sounds sad to even say. When I turned 40, I remember just like feeling like telling people I was still 39, like if that one year made a difference. Like, how old are you? 39. Just look away. Not 40. Darren Drayton says, Hoddle. Yes, sir. As fast as I got them chicken legs, I got to cover them up. Yeah, that's true. I'll just be wearing pants, man. Pretty soon I'm going to get the denim shorts, pull those back out the closet, give some New Balance. tucked in polo shirt, get me a Corvette after the squeeze. Yeah, it's funny how when you turn 40, like it is like a switch, man. Things happen. They're like, whoa, I feel old. I think that's hilarious because I've told people like it is weird. Like it's like a switch hits you. Like all of a sudden you get up and you see like those old timers be hopping up with that kind of creep and take a few steps before they walk up. You got it. There's a rule I've heard that after 40, when you stand straight up before you walk, that's why, you know what? I think I just figured out something. You know when old guys, they stand up and they fix their pants? You know what I mean? They kind of. Anyways, the reason I'm saying this is because they say if you stand up and wait 3 seconds, your knees will catch up with you before you take off. But if not, you get up and you start walking like this. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. Where you got to kind of hobble off and some old time player walk. You know what I'm saying? It happens to the best of us. Could just be my weight. I don't know, man. Tacos. All right. I don't see anything where Short's gonna investigate. Someone inboxed me and told me that, but I don't. I wouldn't. I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just not pulling anything up on my end, so I can't really say for sure. So, let's see. Short interest. I don't know what. I can't log in to anything right now. I'm trying to see what the AMC short interest is, all that stuff, and I just can't. Um, that might be it. If they're having too many problems like yesterday, just overloading because all the traffic. Exactly, Theron. Says today is like the day in June after the spike when it dipped and then shot right back up in June 2021. I kind of was thinking something the same. You know, it's very similar. It's eerily similar. So, like I said, you got that kind of anxious, happy, nervous, anxiety in your brain here and your stomach, and you're just kind of waiting. You know what I mean? Like I compared it earlier to going on a roller coaster, and you hit the top of the coaster and you look around, and everyone kind of gasps like, and you just hear that silence, and you look around and you see everything before you take off. I've said that about 50 times, so if you're sick of hearing it, I'm sorry. That's all I can compare it to. People saying it's over now. Nah, I don't think so. Uh, Definitely not a dead cat. Um, Kevin says the actions they're doing today is digging them a deeper grave. I agree. Yeah, Darren, I agree too. You know, we've been in this play long enough. I think most of, and I've said this before. I think for me, I'm not trying to convince anyone. Like, just trying to convince you that this is a play. At this point, you have either been in this play and you already have your conviction and your DD, uh, and if you've been here long enough and you're against it, then you're just against it. It's really the only way. There may be new people coming in that are, you know, that are looking for information, and I would just say do your own DD. Um, Definitely, you know, don't trust. It sounds crazy. I sound like paranoid, but don't trust anyone. You know, you can. There's a few YouTubers that I watch that I think are on point. I can't vouch for people in person because I don't know them like that, but I watch Boss Blunts, AMC Bigums, Stock Retail. Those are three that I think have good information, solid information, have not dipped on the play. Phil for real obviously likes to have fun and talk shit, but he's definitely been on the same side since the beginning. Um, we buying the dips. Ryan, what's up, man? There's a legend in the house today. He said we're buying the dips. Actually, we can't right now. LOL. My friend just tried to buy one. Sharon couldn't. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times already today. I just had to figure out. I didn't went different routes and bought still. I haven't bought a lot, but I've got a few in. Um, Someone says to calculate cost average, take current cost average, divide it by 10, then multiply it by 2.13. Sounds mathy to me. What? I knew my math teacher said I was going to have to pay attention to this stuff. They don't want us to buy anymore. Ryan Leibowitz, Halt City, baby. What's that song? Halt City. Halt City, baby. Halt City. Halt Lake, baby. Nah, I sincerely believe they do not want you to buy anymore. It was like someone we were just talking about earlier. Like we think it might have been a head fake, and then with Roaring Kitty coming out, and the FOMO is like, oh no, what have we done? You know, totally could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% accurate, but that's it. Rack City, Rack City, Halt City is definitely. Actually, I don't know if I like Halt City. I want to be out of Halt City. Let us out. Let my people go. Let my people free. Everyone wear their halter tops today. Meh. Oh man. Yeah, I've never seen this. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen this many halts in a day for AMC. I don't think I have. Um, yeah, if it Orion says if it dips, we just buy more as soon as they let us. True. Spaz. Dad jokes is true, man. After 38, 40, you have no choice. They get funnier as you get older. The more kids you have, too, they get funnier to you and not to your kids. My kids can't stand my jokes. I don't understand why. They're so funny. Um, yeah, after hours is probably going to be interesting tonight. Wearing some GME shorts. They've found, there's ways they can take. So if you buy your shares through Robinhood or any of these places, and they're not going through lit exchange, PFOF, payment for order flow, um, there's legal ways they can suppress your order into the dark pool and release the sell orders to the New York Stock Exchange, and I believe that's legal for them to do that. It's illegal in many countries. It's not here in America, which is strange, but I believe it, don't. I'm not 100% certain on this. Well, actually, I think I am. I'm like 99.9% certain. I believe payment for order flow was invented and created by Bernie Madoff. If that tells anything, and we still use it. Funnier for me. Forget them kids. um, Someone telling me. Let's see what we got with Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitties has been a mission. It seems like. Of course, I don't have my login on here. You ever make like I have all these accounts. I don't even know how to log into that much shit, man. I always forgot my password, and then when they give me my password, it's the same password I typed in. Like how? Mr. F. Them Hedgie says, "Do you think this run is due to the cat system being implemented? Possibly. I can't say with certainty, but we've talked about this just a little bit ago that it could have been a possible head fake before the cat system is implemented. With the head fake combined with Roaring Kitty and the FOMO, it could have been any of that, you know, but it could have been all that combined. Could be none of that. Who knows? Yeah, Orion says, "What are you doing with the rest of your with your gains once we move? I'm putting 90% into Tesla and PLTR and paying off my house. Maybe some Microsoft. I think yeah, I'll probably at some point I'll definitely um, pay off debt whatever debts I have. After that, who knows? Definitely reinvest in some things. I am actually in Tesla and PLTR as we speak, but very lightly in both. Yeah, and that's the thing is I'll probably try to find another play, keep it rolling. Um, yeah, I definitely think there'll be another play after this. It is what it is. They're gonna try to recoup their money, and it's just gonna be a vicious cycle, you know. In my opinion, not financial advice, but I think there will be more plays. Maybe some of the plays we're already in. Who knows? Um, 685, 697 now. It seems like they don't like it to get over that $7 mark right now. 715 is that number where someone else pointed out. We're at 705. There's a lot of people that just have ideas of what Adam Aaron and the board should do, but I just think that at this point, they're doing what they should do. I don't think they're necessarily trying to create a squeeze or trying to make the company thrive and survive, as they said. And I think that's true. That's what they're doing. And for us, the shareholder, that's a good thing. Yeah, it'd be awesome if he came out and was like, "We're gonna make this thing squeeze somehow, some way." That would be dope. But I just don't see that in our cards. It is what it is. But I don't think he's against his own company. I don't think he's in bed with the hedgies, in my personal opinion. Just my thoughts on it. So TMZ is now reporting about Roaring Kitty. So there's a lot going on with that. What does it mean? Who knows? At this point, though, like it doesn't matter, like who comes in, who comes out. I think if you've done your DD, yes, you like it when Roaring Kitty and people come in like that to cause FOMO, but I think it's just for us, it's just waiting on the clock. The clock's ticking. Eventually, we'll get what we want. Fingers crossed. People ask me what's my stock strategy. Cross fingers, please, 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 please. The way I see it, if it runs, they're not ready for it. It will fall, and AMC will be screwed. So trying to put money in the bank will save them after the squeeze. That's definitely possible as well. I think, and I do think this. I think fundamentally, even without all the investors, I think they'll get some people back, and then just the regular stock market investors. Um, I think AMC will be okay. They've built up a lot of other ways to make money. Sheesh, what have they done? Credit cards, HYMC, popcorn, movie distribution, making their own candy, their own snacks. Um, did I say movie distribution? I think I did. Um, there's a few things. I know I'm probably missing a couple, but they've done enough on top of the fact that I believe movies will be back. I don't think there's a way that movies will ever be totally gone. There'll be an argument for that, but I just I can't be convinced otherwise. It's because in my head I like to go to movies. I know a lot of people that likes to go to movies, so it is that's and there's a lot of movies coming out. As long as there's new movies coming out, the theaters will be okay. If movies don't come out, then yes, then there's an issue. But movies are starting to come back out. The movie slate for 2024, the rest of 2024, 2025, even 2026. I mean, I've heard there's a Goonies in production. I've heard there's another Back to the Future in production. There's those are just rumors, but there's also like kids movies like Moana live action. There's Disney's Inside Out. A lot of Disney movies going straight to theaters. Wolverine and Deadpool, superhero movies. There's always gonna be something. So yeah. After this, he says, Spaz says, after this, I'll always have at minimum 10 shares in AMC even after them. That's the way I am, just on principle. If I make it rich off of a stock, I'm going to keep some money in there. I'll buy back in, leave some just to let it ride. Yeah, Goonies and Back to the Now we showing our age. Like, let's go. Hey, you guys. That's the ones we want to see. Uh, oh, and there'll be another Fast and the Furious, number 87. Fast and the Furious, number 87. The Rock is now the Pebble. Who else is going to be in there? So, I can't even. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Or not to YouTube, to Twitter. Apparently, he's got a new tweet. Yeah, I haven't heard. I haven't seen a lot of the Fast and the Furious movies, but I did see. I heard they went to space. Hold on, real quick. Got a customer. Sheesh. All right, my bad. I'm back. Had to make it sell. Customers still got a regular store to run here, you know. So it looks like Roaring Kitty has something here. Let me just. Oh, come on, really? Let's see what we got going on here. I don't know if you can see it like I will try to. What we got here? Those are old ones. I'm not pulling up any of his new stuff. I can't log into anything. I'm following him, but I'm not logged in right now. So hold on, I thought I was about to show you something, but I'm not. Let me just log in. Let me try a log in here real quick. See if that logs me in. Nope. Try this one. Nope. Hey, that was it. All right, so here we go. Yeah, Patrick O'Neill, what's up, man? Keep the faith. They halted AMC about 15 times a day so far and dumped 7 million short exempts. That's funny, but that honestly, ultimately, it gives me more conviction in this. So all right, so we're gonna see what Roaring Kitty's got here. I was able to log in. I don't know if you can see. You know what? Let's just watch it like. I already like that one, so we've already seen that one. Here we go.
It's never been done before. It's going to need planning and a large crew. Guns? Exactly. A lot of security. What's the target?
Just up,
Yes,
it says.
that looks correct.
It's never been done before.
Okay, that one's new that I haven't seen.
It's interesting, sir. As stupid as they appear, they're actually very good at paperwork. It's quite an anomaly. They found a loophole.
A loophole?
Yes. It's
What does all this mean to anyone? Does anyone have any?
No animal. We have a signal now for when I'm needed. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. To them.
Got a cat up there.
Fear is a tool. 2 years tonight.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's saying fear is a tool. So they're trying to do, cause some fear. Sheesh. Over 10 halts in GME and 15 plus an AMC. That's insane. LG says I expected a retracement. We're still golden for the squeeze. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Um, yeah, these cryptic tweets that are coming out from Roaring Kitty, I believe. He's got lawyers, he's got money now, so he's got to be careful with what he says. He's probably been advised not to do certain things. So these video clips, without him saying anything, is saying something. Um, AMC sitting at 740. Um, no, let me take this phone call. It's gonna hit you back. It might pause for a second. Hello. Hi. All right, so apologize about that. I'm gonna jump out, man. I got a few things I gotta get done. Um, Wifey just showed up with the kids, so I'm gonna unload them, get them fed, do my normal life stuff. Keep an eye on this from the corner of my peripheral view. But I'll jump back in when I can. Have a good day, be blessed, and let's get rid soon. Peace.